All right, greetings everybody. Welcome to the Media Files. So today we got ourselves a really awesome update, a big Blu-ray update, mainly due to, shall I say, some boutique labels. Yeah, we have ourselves a big boutique label Blu-ray update. We got some stuff from Scream Factory. We even got some stuff from Arrow Video. So yeah. Let's not waste any time. We got quite a bit to discuss. So, right here in the media files, let's see what we got. Okay, welcome back. So, well, let's not waste any time here. So, we've got a few things to add to the Scream Factory section. We've got here, mind you, this was only about about $5, so I'm not going to complain at all. When it's a $5, collector's edition. I mean, sure, this movie's been out for a while, but I never had it until now. Most of the movies that I got from, actually, I think all the movies that I got from Scream Factory are all '80s titles, actually. So we've got here Michael J. Fox classic movie. We've got Teen Wolf, yeah, loaded with awesome bonus content. I mean, look at that. I mean, it even came with the slipcover too. I mean, how cool is that? Seriously, that's awesome for $5. So there you go. Loaded with some pretty cool bonus material. So we got the new 2K scan. Never Say Die, the story of Teen Wolf, a comprehensive documentary about the development, making of, and legacy of the film, including interviews with writers Jeff Loeb, Matthew Wiseman, co-stars Susan Scheinberg, Jerry Levine, Matt Alder, James McCraw, producers Mark Levinson, Scott Rosenfeld, production designer Chester Kaczynski, casting director Paul Ventura, editor Lois Freeman Fox, Wolf makeup artist Jeff Dawn, and basketball double Jeff Glosser, as well as a still gallery and theatrical trailer. So yeah, there you go. Not a bad little amount of stuff there for Teen Wolf. That's pretty cool. Okay, so up next, we've got here a couple of horror films. Yeah. Now, funny thing is, I have Black Christmas, as you all know. But this movie I've never actually owned. I've never seen this, so I'm going to have myself an awesome Christmas horror double bill with Black Christmas. This one's definitely going to go right next to it. We've got here the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah, has 2 discs loaded with great content. On top of that, once again, slipcover. How cool is that? Got this for like $6. I was kind of surprised how cheap this was. I'm like, okay. So disc 1 is the theatrical version, which has a new HD transfer for the original camera negative, the theatrical trailer, a TV spot, a radio spot, and TV spots. For disc 2, which is the unrated version, we have a new HD transfer for the camera negative with standard definition inserts, which means there's probably a few scenes that they weren't able to find and, make in high def, obviously. New interview featurette, Sleigh Bells Ring, the story of Silent Night, Deadly Night, featuring interviews with writer Michael Hickey, co-executive producers Scott J. Schneid, and Dennis Whitehead, editor / second unit director Michael Spence, composer Perry Botkin, and actors Robert Brian Wilson and Leanna Quigley. New Silent Night, Deadly Night film locations then and now. New audio commentary with Robert Brian Wilson and actors and Scott J. Sheed. Audio commentary with Michael Hickey, Perry Botkin, and Scott J. Sheed, and Michael Spence. An audio interview with director Charles E. Sellier Jr., Santa's Stocking of Outrage, as well as a poster and still gallery. So yeah. Do that again. Okay, so then up next, we've got here a movie to add to, well, it's going to be a double bill for me because I've never seen either one of those movies, but I have one of them. I do have Black Christmas, as you all are aware, but I never had another Christmas horror film entitled Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yeah, it's the original 1980s classic Christmas horror film. I've never seen this, so it'll be interesting to see what this movie's all about. Probably would make a great double bill for this and Black Christmas. So, the disc 1 is the theatrical version. Disc 2 is the unrated cut. So for the theatrical version, we have a new HD transfer from a camera negative, theatrical trailer, radio spot, and TV spots. For the unrated version, we have a new HD transfer from the original camera negative with standard definition inserts, which means basically what all extra material they were able to find. They just weren't able to find any film prints for that, or what was ever available that they had best at the time. So we have a new Sleigh Bells Ring, the story of Silent Night, Deadly Night, featuring interviews with writer Michael Hickey, co-executive producers Scott J. Schneid and Dennis Whitehead, editor and second unit director Michael Spence, composer Perry Botkin, and actors Robert Brian Wilson and Leanna Quigley. New Silent Night, Deadly Night film locations then and now. New audio commentary with Robert Brian Wilson and Scott J. Schneid. An audio commentary with Michael Hickey, Perry Botkin, Scott J. Schneid, and Michael Spence. An audio interview with director Charles E. Sellier Jr. And it's here Santa's Stocking of Outrage, as well as a poster and still gallery. So yeah, how cool is that? So there we go. So the unrated cut is roughly about 6 minutes longer. So there you go. So the theatrical movie runs for 79 minutes. The director's cut is about 85. So there you go. Alrighty, then up next we have it here, another 80s classic thriller. No, excuse me, not 80s, 90. Yes, from 1990. We have basically two absolutely great actors at their prime, as well as one of the best directors ever. He's directed some really great stuff, including, of course, The Princess Bride. This is Spinal Tap. This one here, this needs no introduction. But the only introduction it does need, after I just dropped it, is, well, what could we say? If you like this movie, then, well, this is right up your alley. We've got here the collector's edition of Misery. Yeah, starring James Caan and, of course, Kathy Bates as the wonderful Annie. What's her last name? Annie Wilkes. So, yeah, how cool is this? Loaded with bonus material. This is the reason why I held off on getting the special edition of Misery on DVD, because I wanted this edition. So, we've got some pretty cool special features here. So, we've got a new 4K restoration for the original film elements, new interview with director Rob Reiner, a new interview with makeup effects artist Greg Nicotero, audio commentary with Rob Reiner, an audio commentary with screenwriter William Goldman, Misery Loves Company featurette, Mark Shaman's musical Misery Tour featurette, Diagnosing Annie Wilkes featurette, Advice for the Stalked featurette, Profile of a Stalker featurette, Celebrity Stalkers featurette, Anti-Stalking Laws featurette, and trailers. So yeah, loaded with stuff. And what's great about this is that all three of these actually came with the slipcovers, and this one was only like $7. So I'm not going to complain at all, hardly at all, for getting three really great titles from Scream Factory with the slipcovers. Alrighty, so with that, we've got only two things from Arrow Video, but one of them is something I've been wanting for quite a while, and I'm glad I finally got my hands on it. So first things first here, we have here a more modern film by Michael Mann. It's not Thief, but it's his, I think it's like his really only cyber security type of movie, which I heard is really good. So we've got here on Arrow, we've got Blackhat starring Chris Hemsworth. Now, this is the 2-disc limited edition. And the reason why you want this edition is because it actually comes with 3 cuts of the movie, which is really cool. So, for disc 1, so it comes with, for the, yeah, I'm getting all tongue-tied here. Anyways, so 2-disc limited edition contents. We have 3 cuts of the film, including the home video premiere of Michael Mann's reimagined director's cut, a reversible sleeve featuring new original and newly commissioned artwork by Doug John Miller, illustrated collector's book featuring new writing on the film by Andrew Graves. So for disc 1, it contains the US and the international versions of the film, which has high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentations for both cuts of the movie, original lossless 5.1 audio, optional English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. So brand new audio commentary by critics Brian Reisman and Max Avery. Firewall, a brand new video interview with cinematographer Stuart Dryberg. 0 Day Threat, a brand new interview with production designer Guy Hendricks Dias, who he's done loads of great movies. X-Men 2, Superman Returns, loads of great movies. The Cyber Threat, on location around the world, and Creating Reality, 3 archival behind-the-scenes featurettes on the making of the film, as well as an image gallery. I think those 3 featurettes are like on the original Blu-ray release, I believe. The disc 2, which is the director's cut. This is the limited edition exclusive. This is the only way you can get this. So it features a high-def 1080p presentation of the director's cut of the movie, original lossless 5.1 audio, and optional English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing. So yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, but the fun thing is you look at the runtimes, right? So the US cut is 134 minutes, international version is 133 minutes, and then the director's cut is 132 minutes. So literally you're losing roughly with each version roughly about a minute of footage. But like I said, it's been kind of been reworked and whatnot. But like I said, I've never actually seen this movie. So it'll be fun to sit down and actually watch a pretty cool modern day espionage type of movie. I mean, you can't go wrong with Michael Mann anyway. So, there you go. Alrighty, and finally, the big one. So, as much of a fan of I am as Westerns, I know Mike from Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection, his YouTube channel, I know he'll definitely appreciate this. Because I know he's gotten several pretty cool Westerns that he's shown off in his collection. Now, I've seen, some of the best Italian, Westerns out there, aka the Sergio Leone trilogy, classic dollars trilogy, which needs no introduction at this point. But a set of movies I have never seen before are a series of films that came afterward or were more inspired by, The Man with No Name. We've got here from Arrow Video, we have here the complete Sartana. Yes, this is all 5 films of the Sartana series. How cool is this, right? This thing is loaded with extras. And so what I'm going to do is, since there is so much stuff on here, we'll do a close-up of this at some point. Because, like I said, there is so much stuff on the back of this. And a lot of it looks very tongue-twisty-like. And I'm not in the mood, really, to go through everything. Because everything is also all mentioned on each disc. So, yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so we'll definitely do a close-up of this at some point. But it contains the films If You Meet Sartana, Pray for Your Death, I Am Sartana, Your Angel of Death, Sartana's Here, Trade Your Pistol for a Coffin, Have a Good Funeral, My Friend, Sartana Will Pay, and finally, Light the Fuse, Sartana Is Coming. So what's kind of interesting about this box set, which I love what they did with this, is this little tiny detail that, if you want to know what order the films themselves actually go in, they actually look at the spines down here. right? See that right there? They actually all have a number attached at the very end. It goes A through E. So if you know if you're alphabetical order, there you go. That's where they all go. So that's actually pretty cool. Mind you, now I got this all at Disc Replay today, and they had a ton of Arrow stuff in it. Because I guess before I even went in there, they said that some guy had just come in and just got rid of like a ton of steel books. We're talking like steel books that like Marvel steel books, this and that. Like the ones that have like that lenticular card slip and with the magnetics things on the sides, as well as probably about 50 other Arrow releases. And I know they had another box set that I really wanted, was the Mexico Trilogy, which I've got those already, but I don't know if I want that particular set or not. I might get it if it's still there, maybe next week. But they had so many others, and some of them were up there in prices. I mean, some of them were actually the 4K editions. And I'm like, why would you get rid of those if you're a collector? Seriously, hold on to stuff like this, because none of this stuff is going to, all this bonus content and everything will never be put on streaming. This is why us collectors like me and Mike and whoever else is out there, is there an Isaac, whoever, we like our physical media. Why? Because we like having all this additional content. And it's there for life. It's there until the disc decides it's not going to work anymore, which is great. So, yeah. Alrighty. Well, for that, you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, leave a comment down below. Check out my Patreon page for a few fan-made commentaries I've done for a couple of movies. Slowly getting a chance to work on stuff again. Shall I say, last month was just a complete bust for me. Too much happened. Unfortunately, some things happened that, unfortunately, to quote Indiana Jones, it sucks that, when life starts looking at you, it starts taking away things. I'll leave it at that. But, it just sucks. April just was a sucky month, and, damn 2026. So, anyways, for those of you that are curious, don't ask in the comments below, because I won't answer it. It'll be that simple. At some point, I will, later on, maybe way later towards the end of the year, I will explain what happened in the month of April. But, as of right now, just don't ask. It hurts too much, Anyways, so yeah. So with that, you guys, hope you enjoyed everything. And I'm looking forward to sitting down, relaxing, and watching either some 80s to 90s horror, or maybe some spaghetti westerns. So yeah, with that, I'll see you later.